Gemini Stitcher and welcome to my sewing space. Have you ever been like me and been searching for the perfect dungaree pattern? Do you want an apron or pinafore that's a flattering shape for your body? Or are you looking for a dress pattern with some amazing pocket details on? Well, this is the vlog for you. We're going to look at the So Different Creators Collection and see how we get on with our So Different challenge to make 3 garments in 3 days. It's Wednesday morning and we're starting our So Different sewing challenge today. I'm going to call it a challenge because it might be challenging. We're starting off with what we think is the most difficult to fit.
Yeah, fit-wise.
Yeah, not a difficult sewing pattern.
I don't think it is. Well, we'll find
Well,
out as we go along, won't we?
Yeah, we don't think any of them are, to be honest.
No.
But these are dungarees.
And they need
You've
to be
made them
nicely
before.
fitted. I have made dungarees a long time
I've
ago.
never made a pair of dungarees, so we
In
decided.
my ancient past.
Yeah. No, I never have. So we're going to make these first. I'll pop an image up. They're the Osborne dungarees. And I'm really looking forward to making these. So show us your fabric, Steph.
Right, well, I'm making it. We bought this last time we came down to Abercorn when the sale was on. And Christine found it and went, Steph, look at this. And I went, looks like baby poo. So it became known as the poo fabric.
It's the poo fabric.
But it's gorgeous fabric. It's, what is it? Like I don't know what it is. Yeah.
No.
It looks, when you
It's
look
got a
closely
lot
at
of
it, it
so
looks
it's a
like
twill.
a fine needle
Needle
cord.
cord, yeah.
But it's not a needle cord.
It does.
I don't know what it is, but it's nice. Lovely and soft. So this is
It's like a corded velvet. But it's not. No, it's not.
not even that.
No. Anyway.
Well, whatever.
It is what it is. It's
Somebody
poo.
might know. If anybody knows, let us know what it is.
It's poo, but we like it.
Yeah, we call it poo. And the thing is, we got the floral at the same time that complements it so well. So I'm going to do a little toaster jumper to go underneath it. I think we'll go together.
So have you made any alterations to the pattern?
Oh, I made them longer. I don't fancy the crop length.
Whereas I like the crop length, so you're going to do them full length.
I'm not trendy enough.
No, everybody's different. You're very tall. Crop suits me better.
I just can't imagine how I would wear when I would wear crops.
Right.
These.
Yeah. Now I'll wear them with boots, and I'll be happy with that. So you're doing the full length ones.
Yeah.
What size have you cut out?
I've cut a 12 out. Well, it was a graded 12 to 14.
12 to 14. So where have you graded it?
Out here.
The midriff.
Yeah. Because I
just
want
in case.
It tight around my midriff.
It's going to be interesting because I'm not sure. Part of me thinks there's not going to be any fitting issues because it's not a fitted garment.
The thing is,
it's got to be right in the length.
Because this panel here is quite
fitted.
Snug.
Yeah.
And that you need it to be snug. There's a zip up the back.
Yeah, we'll
and I
think
see that's where I want that to fit really well. So
we're going to do the instructions
together,
a little bit different, aren't we? But we'll talk about that when we get to a point, probably lunchtime, where we're going to start looking at fitting.
What, an hour from now?
It's 10 a.m. We've got ages. So I've cut a 12 out as well. I'm doing mine in my Beyond the Pink Door denim fabric. So I'm pleased that I found a really unusual use for that because when I got this in the box, I was like, I don't want another pair of jeans because I'd already bought some denim when we were down here last time. And I was sort of thinking a jacket. Or what else did I think of? Nothing. Oh, pinafore. Actually,
you were planning a pinafore in it, were you?
But these dungarees are perfect for it because it's not a very heavyweight denim. So I think it's
no stretching that time.
No stretching it at all. Now, if you watched my vlog on Monday, you'll know that I said if I had time, I was going to do a bit of embroidery for it. And I've managed to. So I've embroidered that in copper, all in one colour. Dead simple. And I'm going to cut out the band round the top with that in the middle. Let's do that. Like that. That's what it's going to look like. Looks all right, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does actually.
In theory. Now, I know some of you will say, why have you done it in the middle of a piece of denim? You've wasted all that denim. This is a scrap, and I didn't have a lot of time. I know that the clever people who do embroidery would cut the piece out, which I'd already cut out just in case this didn't work, and then tape that onto some stabiliser and hoop it, and embroider as if by magic in the middle of that pattern piece. Not at that level yet, so I've cut it out of some scrap and I'm going to cut the pattern piece with that in the middle. I thought that would be easier for a novice anyway. So we're going to get cracking.
Yeah.
And we'll pop back at lunchtime-ish, or when we get to a point where we need to start thinking about fit and does it fit, and we'll have a little chat then. So wish us luck and see you later.
See you in a bit.
Oh, what a morning. What do you say?
Well.
Yeah, well, that's all there is to say, really. We've got to where we said we were doing, and the sides are basted, and we did a try on. I tried mine on first.
I nearly cried.
Burst out laughing more like.
She went, oh, I could hear it going, oh no.
The crotch was nearly round my knees.
Yeah.
I'm not very tall, so it doesn't take much for it to get round my knees, let's be honest. So I'll show you what I've done, and then Steph can give you a wonderful twirl. Right. I'm happy with my design. Got it in the middle. Happy with where it fits at the top. And then we come to the middle. I've had to pin it up, and I'm going to have to create a seam all the way around the middle and the back to raise the crotch. And then I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to try on again, sit back down before I do anything else, because when you're altering something, they tell you do one thing at a time. Little boys outside the window looking at us, wondering what those two crazy ladies doing. Do one thing at a time. So I'm going to do that, get the crotch fitted right, and then take it from there, really. They are quite voluminous, so I need to... They've been tacked at the sides, tacking stitch. So when I redo them, I'm going to do the seam at least an inch bigger, just to really cinch things in. They are meant to be baggy, but there's baggy and there's baggy, isn't there?
Well, and I think because it's quite a
structured fabric.
denim.
I've done mine in denim, which is obviously...
So it's quite stiff.
Excuse the pins. And the dogs. Carry on, Steph.
Whereas mine's a much softer fabric, and I'm liking the look. I'll stand up.
Yeah, Steph's look fab.
No.
How nice do they look?
Obviously, we just pinned in at the back where the zip's going to be. But I'm liking it. The funny thing is, I decided to make them full length. So I added some length to the legs.
And
Christine wanted them to remain cropped, so shortened them. Christine's...
They're still full length.
They're full length.
Even we're taking the inches
out of that, yeah.
So when I've done my alterations, it'll be a good one for the midgets among us, who then
because you can save about a yard of fabric by the time you finish cropping all these pieces.
But I will be telling you how much I've taken out of the crotch, how much I've taken out of the bodice, because it's not just the crotch, it's the bodice top as well that I need to alter, because otherwise the pockets aren't in the right place. So I will tell you all the alterations that I've done, so that if you're a midget and you fancy doing the Osborne dungarees, you don't have to go through the pain barrier like me. We're going to go now and have a break. We're going to take the doggos down to the beach because it's low tide at 3:30 and it's 3 o'clock now. And then I think we'll probably do a couple of hours this evening. Well, I will anyway, to try and at least get this first alteration done. And if not a little bit more. So how are you feeling about the Osbornes?
I'm actually loving them. I'm surprised because I didn't. You see, I remember them back in the 70s. They were all the rage in the 70s. Everybody wore dungarees, and I was thinking, I'm going to be too old to wear dungarees, not me.
They look
But
great.
actually, I feel really comfortable in them, and I think I probably will wear them quite a lot. Especially because I've got matching fabric to make a
I
top, so
know.
it's going to be a
I
complete
know.
outfit.
They look great
Mm.
in your poo fabric.
I like, yeah, the poo fabric. I like the fact that the bodice is fitted. I think that's where I was thinking dungarees. It's usually just like a loose bib thing there,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Where this
you
is,
look a bit like you've
it's
got a
really
sack on,
nice.
can't you? It's got a lot of
Yeah,
fitting detail
it
in it
has.
that's
Yeah, it's
that
quite
we
nicely
like
fitted.
when you get them to fit.
Yeah.
Mine will work. I won't give up on them.
She's
You've
so
got a
brave,
plan.
honestly. If I'd have had that happen to me, I think I'd have just been like, oh, I can't touch this anymore today. I'll have to just leave it. I can't do it. She just cracked on and sorted it out.
I've got a plan, and I think it's going to work. So watch this space. But yeah, I'm loving the pattern. I just need to get the fit right on
Yeah.
me. And having never made dungarees before, there's a lot of lessons being learned by me for sure, for my body shape and size.
To be fair, it's a difficult one to alter the pattern
Yeah,
beforehand because they're not standard pattern pieces where you can think, oh yeah, well
yeah,
that's the waist, that's
yeah. Because the back is all one piece.
and the side panels have a folded pocket, so
Yeah.
that's like a really long piece
So
that's
there's only so
folded up.
much you can guess at the alterations. But now I've done this,
You can get your
I'll
cross
make the
them. Yeah.
alterations on the pattern pieces, and then next time because I
I think we
definitely
both
want to
said
make.
we'd size down, didn't we?
Yeah, I will definitely not do a size 12. I'll do a size 10 next time
Yeah, well, I've done
because
a
there's
12
lots of
and
bees in
I've
it.
done really generous seams and I'm still going to need to take it in a little bit.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
me
even
too.
me and I wouldn't have put myself at a size 10, but looks
But
like it's going to be for that pattern because it is generous.
sometimes you've got to make them, and
Because
that's why they say make 12s.
you
But
might say that, oh, well, dungarees are meant to be loose fitting. Yes, they are round here where you want to sit and the depth of your crotch and all this. But on this style, this area is fitted,
yeah,
and that's the thing that came out too big on both of us, wasn't it?
yeah, not a lot, but definitely
Yeah,
a good size smaller
good size.
will work. Going down a size, I think, will because of all the seams, you're going down inches, not
Yeah, yeah.
inches, but you're going down on every seam. Yeah, this is where we're up to. Wish me luck with all my alterations.
It's been fun anyway. What the heck?
Like I said, we're going to get our wellies on and our big coats on. We're going to go down to the beach and blow the cobwebs away and then come back all refreshed and raring to go. It's Friday, Steph.
I know. Where did the week go?
I have no idea. We were meant to be vlogging every day or twice a day with our sewing progress, but we got that bogged down. We've had a right journey and a half, haven't we?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
That's all we're saying about it at the moment. We've finished 2 of our 3 garments, and Steph's managed to do a top for under her dungarees as well. So well done, Steph. We're going to give you a sneaky peek of the 2 garments.
Peek. Just a little peek.
Of the garments that we've made. So, are you going to show what you're showing first, Steph? You dungarees?
Well, the first garment we made
Oh, yeah,
was
it was.
dungarees.
It was. It's been a long week.
And here we go. I made the top to match. So we have a
How nice do they look?
And that's all you get.
Get it off the screen. And there are my dungarees.
With that beautiful
And
embroidery.
Well, that's all you
You're
see.
getting.
And then yesterday we started
A nightmare with you.
the cassette dress.
Cassette dress that we thought was going to be easier than the dungarees.
We thought, oh God, we're doing the cassette dress. This is going to be a nice, easy sew to get us over the dungarees. How wrong could we be? But that's all we're saying on that one.
The dungarees ended up quite easy compared to.
Yeah, I'd make the dungarees again for that cassette dress yesterday. But we got there.
Sneak peek of the cassette.
Sneaky peek together. So we've both made them. Mine's in a soft, spotty needle cord, and Steph's is in a.
I would call it a lightweight boucle.
Yeah, I was going to say lightweight boucle fabric. She picked that up at Abercarn's and she's used it already. Well done. So they're the cassette dresses done. We have just got buttons to sew on the back, but that's something we'll do this evening when we're sat relaxing.
After another long
collapsing.
Because we now have.
So today's adventure
is
what we're doing.
Pinafore. What's it called?
The Hepworth pinafore. I'll pop an image up of the Hepworth. Now,
we've learned by experience that we need to size down a little bit.
Yes. Now, all these patterns are quite roomy.
Voluminous.
Voluminous. That's the style of them. But we've found as we've gone through the making process that we don't want them quite so voluminous, do we? Neither of us. So when we make the garments that we've made already, again, we will definitely be going down at least one size. 2. If not 2. Well, that's personal preference.
Yeah,
isn't
it is.
It's nothing to do with the patterns. But we're all right. We've managed to cinch things in here and there and make them more than perfectly wearable garments. So we're doing the Hepworth. Can't wait to do this.
Wish us luck. There's another origami section here.
Yeah, all the pockets area on every garment is like fold it this way, fold it that way. Something a little bit different and been a bit of a head scratcher, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Which is good. It's good to do different things. But I think doing 3 of them on the trot is just getting a little bit too much. Normally, if we were at home, we'd do one of them, pat ourselves on the back and go off and do something completely different. But we're doing 3 so different creators collection patterns, all one after the other.
It's kept us focused.
So we're going to go and have some brunch now. And then we're going to work through the day and at least get the Hepworth done. Yeah. And that's our creators collection finished. So what we're going to do, we're going to finish the Hepworth today. Well, we're going to start and finish it, fingers crossed. And then tomorrow, once we've done them all and we're happy with them, we're going to put them all, we're going to get the rail out and we're going to talk through each garment with you. So hang around for the rail reveal later. Well, we've got the rail out, Steph.
Oh, yes.
It's been a bit of a roller coaster week, but we've managed to finish.
It's been a fabulous week.
You think?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
We each got 4 garments completed.
Yeah, but I had some
dramas in between. Games, definitely.
Bit of drama. So we're both wearing one of our makes, and it was funny. We went out for tea yesterday.
Yeah.
And a lady came over to us. We both had our dungarees on, didn't we?
Yes.
And a lady came when she was leaving and said, "So who's the sewer then?" I mean, how amazing was that? We went, "Oh, how do you know?" She said, "Because the garments are so beautiful. They can only have been handmade."
So beautifully made, she said.
That was
beautifully made.
That is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Yeah, it was lovely out of the blue because there was no call for it. She didn't have to do it. So
no, it wasn't. Where have you got? Do you mind me asking where you've got that dress from? Kind of thing. It was actually knowing that we'd sewn and appreciating what we'd done, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm in my dungarees.
And I'm in my cassette dress.
So these...
Cassette. We can't decide how to say it.
Can't decide how to say it, can we? But we're saying cassette because it sounds nicer.
Yeah.
So these are the Osborne dungarees. Now, I had a real drama with them.
You did.
I'll get close and then you can see. There's meant to be that seam there, but then these side seams here...
Shouldn't be there.
Shouldn't be there. I made it up, tried it on, crotch was round my knees.
Yeah.
We've all done it, but because we were on a challenge, I had to sort it out. So I decided I was taking some out of the middle, and the only way to do that was to create a proper waist all the way round.
Follow the seam all the way round.
Follow the seam, that seam, all the way round, work out, cut it all the way round like Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah. She was so
There
brave.
was no measuring,
I'd have been
not
crying.
me.
She was just like, right, go sort this, scissors out. But if you didn't know the pattern, you wouldn't know that that seam wasn't meant to be there because it follows round from the
Yeah,
centre seam
it's
anyway.
fine. So if you're in the same situation, you want to make the Osborns and you've got it wrong like I did.
Well, I think we should show mine as a
show yours.
comparison. That's the
Look
centre
at
seam.
these.
So there's the centre seam that doesn't follow around as Christine's does.
Yeah, and then the sides and the back are all one piece,
They're all
aren't they?
one piece with a zip up.
Yeah, and that being all one piece was part of the problem for me of having to work out where I needed to shorten it. It was a bit of head scratcher and it didn't work. I've saved the piece of fabric. This is how much I cut out of the middle. So what do we reckon? 2 inches? Maybe a bit more? A good 2 inches, isn't it?
Good 2 inches.
That's what I cut out of the middle. I'm going to keep that with my pattern in the pattern bag, and then next time I know, because there's going to be another pair of Osborns for me. What about you?
I'm not sure. It's not a garment that I would necessarily wear very often, I don't think.
Okay.
I like the fit of it. I love the way the body's. That was another point. You need a friend to help you fit.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt.
Absolutely.
To get the length of the straps
it's
right.
The straps. Mine still aren't quite right. I'm going to.
Yeah, they need tweaking.
They need taking in a little bit at the front there like that, and then they won't, because they do keep falling off my shoulders because I've got. My shoulders just hunch over. I can't help it.
Yeah,
but I
me
need
too.
to do that. But they're very wearable, and I'm really happy with them.
Yeah. Oh, I was. We wore them yesterday, didn't we?
We
went
did.
out for the day. Had a beautiful day out watching dolphins. It was amazing.
We saw dolphins all in the distance in the sea, but it was still beautiful to see, wasn't it? We went to Llanddwyn Island, and it was a nice day. You'd not been before, have you?
I'd been before. It was lovely. Yeah. So we wore our dungarees.
We did,
and they were so comfortable. I'm finding now I'm getting at a certain age that jeans on a long day, I can find by the end of the day, jeans just feel so uncomfortable pressing around my midriff. That it was nice to wear something that just skimmed the middle bits. Yeah. So they were comfy to wear.
And allowed room for the big pizza that we ate later on.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm definitely going to make another pair. I want to make them in corduroy.
You do a lot of dog walking and stuff, don't you?
So they're really practical but smart for me. Better than wearing leggings and a sweatshirt. Always having the same thing on every day. This is something different, and I really like it. Yeah. And I got my embroidery done. I'm not showing my embroidery. Oh, no. It's worked.
Just about.
Right up the middle. Just about managed to fit it in. So that I don't think that's bad for a first attempt. No.
So we're calling them a workable toile, aren't we? Wearable toile, because the pattern did take a bit of head scratching, and
it did.
Yeah,
it did.
Yeah, the diagrams and instructions aren't very user friendly. I would say. I think you'd have to have a bit of knowledge to know where you're going.
They're not beginner friendly. It's not a beginner pattern. It looks like it's really simple. But all the origami folds for the pockets, and then the fitting issues, and then reading and understanding what the pattern's trying to tell you what to do, I'd put it as an intermediate.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely, yeah.
But, as dungaree patterns go, I've never tried another one because I've never really liked the style. I don't like them when they've got a band round the middle because it emphasises it. I don't like a square bib, like builders' overalls, as I think they look like. So these, I think, are quite classy because they're quite slimming. They're fitted at the top. They're semi-fitted at the waist. There is some room there, but they're not huge. Yeah.
Yeah, I think one thing I would say, if I was to make them again, I would make this seam on me slightly higher, because I felt like it came right across my fattest bit. And I felt it emphasised my tummy somewhat.
Yeah, but that's something it's easily tweakable, isn't it?
Yeah, just to bring it up where I'm a little bit thinner up there than I am there.
So Tell us about your amazing dress, Steph, because
Yeah.
look at that.
Well, I was just saying this is supposed to be a utilitarian outfit with 3 pockets, would you believe?
Yeah, because it's the creators collection.
Yeah.
But that's
But I
not
made it in this sort of lightweight boucle. It's fabulous colour. And I think it's just quite a really classy looking dress. I wouldn't wear it to do my decorating in, that's for sure.
no turn around and
But the
show
back
us.
now, bear in mind, there are pins in the back because I didn't get time.
She didn't have
I
time
didn't
to.
have enough buttons.
They're at
But
home, aren't they?
that's
But
the
look at
back.
that button placket down the back.
And
It's beautiful.
it goes over your head, so you don't need to worry about fastening all those buttons once you've got it on. I've literally stitched the button placket closed and left
done
a clip
buttonholes.
at the back.
Fabulous.
The top stitching's nice. You do the
Yes.
top stitching. Where is it? Here. And then down to close the pockets off. So that's nice, a nice touch. So then obviously carried that on around this armholes and the hem.
Steph's brilliant with her attention to detail.
Right.
So I also made the cassette dress, but mine is completely different.
It is.
Done in a corduroy, but it's quite a soft cord. So I've done the body in the olive green with the spots, and then the sleeves and the collar and the back placket in cream. I've also not put buttonholes in. I've just cheated even more than Steph because she sewed all the placket down by hand. Amazing. I've just sewn straight through with the buttons. And I think it looks fine. So that is mine. Obviously, now we both made a size 12, didn't we, in these patterns for everything. I would strongly advise you to go down at least one size. They are huge.
Saying a size 8 or something, don't they?
Yeah, from the diagrams, you can tell that they're meant to be quite voluminous.
Yeah, they are. And if you like that, it's fine.
And it's fine, but it
doesn't do anything.
I made this dress up, tried it on, and I felt like I had a sack on. So I've taken it in down the sides and under the arms and taken all the way down there on both sides has been taken in on mine. So I will definitely make it again. Really like it. But I will definitely go down. I might even go down to an 8,
Yeah.
Because it is quite big. But yeah. Salvaged. Again, this is what I meant about a roller coaster.
Yeah,
the dramas. Everything I made, I had to alter.
Yeah. The thing is, because she's so much faster than me, I was seeing what mistakes she'd come across and correcting mine before I got there.
Christine, thanks.
Now, when we went to Abercrombie, I went there specifically, not just to get a zip, Christine. I knew I needed fabric to make 2 of these garments because I'm not somebody who normally buys plain fabric. I you know what I'm like, I love my flowers. So I've nothing in the right weight of fabric to make the pinafore dress. And I decided I fancied cord.
This is beautiful.
And this dusky pink jumped out at me when I got there. It looks quite bright on the screen. It is a very muted dusky pink.
It is quite muted compared to that.
And the funny thing is, at our last social, we have a swaps table. And before I got there, Christine had spotted this and thought, Steph will love that. So she nabbed it for me. And the background is exactly the same shade of pink. So obviously it's just a length of fabric at the moment, but it will be some sort of shirt, blouse, something to go underneath this gorgeous little pinafore.
So what did you think about the hemworth? Oh, quickly show them mine. Now mine, I've used fabric that I already had in my stash and I've done it as a scrap buster garment because I had about...
It's very slimming with these dark panels.
I had a little bit of the denim left from my Dungarees and I also had a spare, I think it was just over a metre of this mustard denim. So I've done the centre and the back in the mustard and the side panels in the navy blue denim. And I've got to say, it's one of these things. I'm looking at it now thinking, ooh, don't really like that, but it's nicer on than off.
Oh, it is. It's lovely on.
So,
I think you probably just got sick of seeing it this week. I think
yeah. And the back crosses over.
it's like one of those crossover
It's like a
pinnies.
crossover pinnet at the back. We did struggle getting in and out of this, didn't we?
Yeah.
Until I realised actually the easiest way to do it is to go in from the bottom, open it out, and step into it and pull it up.
Yeah, I still do
Putting it
it the
over
other
your
way.
head, I ended up all tangled up, and Steph had to rescue me. So if I'm on my own, I would definitely step into it.
It does need a popper, and she does say this in the
Yes.
pattern, at the back where it crosses over. We have 2 pins here at the moment where we're going to put.
Oh yeah, marked it, have we? Because if you're wearing it as a dress, because it is meant to be like
and you
an
can wear it
apron
over
type, innit?
jeggings, which would be fine. But if you're just wearing it over your normal
Yeah,
wear,
yeah.
you don't want to flash in knickers, really. So that's just
we're gonna follow Laura's advice and put a secret press stud inside.
yeah.
We've not mentioned all these pockets, have
Oh
we?
no,
It's got
more origami.
4 origami. We'll call them origami pockets. I'm sure there's a different name for them. So there's one there and then a slanted one there as well. I'm loving those pockets.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, yeah, very similar to the ones on the Dungaree, aren't they? They just doubled up because they were
Yeah,
folded over.
yeah. So
Put
she's
another one
obviously,
there.
and then in the cassack dress, the three
Yes,
pockets at the front. So
the
if you're into
folded.
pockets,
You're into
look
folded
at
pockets.
yeah, look
There
at.
are plenty.
Go and have a look at So Different's Creators Collection because yeah, they are very different, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they are.
And the construction process is quite different as well with all the folds for the pockets.
We drove down here on the Tuesday.
We did.
We started sewing on the Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
And by Friday, we'd completed 1, 2, 3, and we each made a top as well.
Four
So 4
garments
garments
in
in
3
3 days. And they were challenging patterns. So I reckon we've scored this week, I think.
I think we've achieved our challenge.
Yeah.
We get the gold star, I
We
reckon.
do.
Considering all the alterations I ended up having to make. So we're going to go and try our stuff on now and do a little catwalk for you. So stick around and then you can...